Welcome to On the Radar, our weekly weather chat where we chat about all things weather. Now, this week, with rain and flooding again on the forecast for the East Coast and a cyclone brewing off the west, I'm going to show you how to find all of the latest information online. And then we're going to look at a storm chasing chicken. So stay tuned. Now, before I get started, I should reiterate that the rain that we're expecting this week is only going to be a fraction of the rain that we saw earlier in the month that led to all that flooding. But with catchments so full, it will only take a bit before we can see some flash flooding again, potentially a little bit of a river rise, but we aren't expecting the widespread major flooding that we saw a few weeks ago. So I'm going to share my screen. By the time you watch this, it may be a little bit out of date, but if you follow these steps, hopefully you'll be able to get the most up-to-date information. So if we start with the trusty Bureau of Meteorology webpage, of course, all the warnings are available if you click through at the top here. But I'm going to try and have a look at where and when it might be raining over the next few days. So to do that, I've come into the Met Eye section, and I'm going to have a look at the rainfall forecast. So this just gives an idea of when and where it's expected to rain. So this afternoon, we're really expecting the rain sort of north of Sydney, extending up into the southeast Queensland region, but also still a bit of rain around along the New South Wales coast. Again, tomorrow, some more rain around the New South Wales coast. And in the afternoon, extending more up into northern New South Wales and southern Queensland. Now, if you want some more precise information for your location, you can come and have a look at the text view. So put any town or location in the search section up here. I'm just going to go with Sydney because it's at the top. Now, this gives some more information about when and where it's expected to rain over 3-hour leap periods today. And then if you want more information about the next few days to get a general idea, you can come and have a look here. Now, this has got enough data here to make any weather lover happy. So there's plenty of information to go through. But if you look at the chance of any rain, looking like more likely to have rain in Sydney this evening than this morning. And if we have a look over the next few days, again, more likely to have rain Friday morning than in the evening. So you can get a sort of general idea of when rain is sort of expected for your region. Now, the other thing that we're watching at the moment is, of course, the tropical cyclone Charlotte. Now, at the bottom of every single one of these pages on the Bureau of Meteorology website, we've got this section down here. And in this section, there is the tropical cyclone section. So if we click through to that, we can have a look at all of the current tropical cyclones around Australia. And at the moment, we are just dealing with Charlotte. Now, Charlotte's down to a category 2. It has been a bit higher, but it's been declining as it's been coming further south. Now, on this cyclone track map, we can see that it's expected to continue to weaken as the cyclone moves south. There is a bit of debate about where it's expected to go over the next few days. This track map has it heading towards the coast. There's still a bit of a question mark as to if it will cross the coast, but if it does, it is still expected to be a tropical low, so no longer of cyclone strength, which is a bit of relief to the people in this part of the world near Geraldton, because that is where they had Cyclone Saroja come through last year. So possibly a few bad memories for the people in that part of the world, but hopefully this time it's not looking like it will be nearly as severe, even if it does cross the coast. Now, part of the reason why we've been having this continued wet and tropical weather is we've still got the La Nina hanging around. Now, if you would like more information on the climate drivers and what's happening in the atmosphere, you can also find that on the BOM website. So again, on this section that it's at the bottom of every page, if you go to the seasonal outlooks, this has got a lot of different information on here. As we can see, we're still in a La Nina phase. And if you want to have a look at the climate driver update, that's just here. And that's got a lot of different information about the La Nina. Basically, it was looking like it was declining, but then it had a little bit of a boost over the last few weeks, particularly in the atmosphere with those trade winds. So it is looking like it will now continue around until the end of autumn. So if you want to have a bit more of a look, we can see looking at the different models. So these are the different climate models from all around the world. We can see that most of them are still indicating we'll be in territory in April. Less convinced over May. And by June, all of the drivers, apart from NOAA, which is one of the American ones, are suggesting we'll be back in neutral territory. So It's looking at the moment like we'll be returning to neutral conditions by June, which is fairly expected for a La Nina. So it's looking like we still might have some wetter than average conditions over the next month or so, but hopefully, well, it's currently looking like that'll clear up. Now, there's lots of great information that you can find on the Bureau of Meteorology website for anyone keen on finding out more about the weather. So if you do have any questions or anything in particular you'd like me to help you to find, please do let me know. On a lighter note, Chicken, the storm-chasing chicken, has been taking social media by storm recently. She and her owner appear to be regulars on the Darling Downs storm-chasing circuit in southern Queensland, where they have been taking some magnificent pictures and sharing them online. Now, storms are again forecast for that region over the next few days, so best of luck out there, folks, and make sure you stay safe. Now, that's all we've got for On the Radar this week, so thank you very much for joining us. I'm Kate Doyle, and this has been On the Radar.